Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Steel Rising. Let's continue off exploring this little cave area. We gotta find ourselves a guy named, I forget what his name was, but Mark Day something? New area, Refuge. Which is probably gonna be another true boss fight that we have to deal with here. Or not. Marat. Oh.
Monsieur Marat.
Huh? Hey? Who goes there? La diableuse, je m'attendais. So this is the famous Huntress Diana I've heard so much about. Truly, 'tis an honor, madame. Now let me have a look at you. Oh, you're just as they described. An angel of death, descended from the heavens to vanquish the clockwork tyrant.
Who depicted me this way, monsieur?
Mes compagnons, madame. Chief among them is Monsieur Chaudelot de la Clos. They have observed you dispensing justice all over the city. A most expeditious justice at that, as befits the crimes committed by our good king. What a strange machine you are. Gifted with intelligence, clearly, but also with speech and the freedom to do as you please. Cependant, you are still an automat. Who is your master?
The Queen, no one. Advice. Robespierre's advice. Is this?
Monsieur de Robespierre assured me that I would find you here.
Maximilien. A pure heart with a head full of dreams that cloud his perception of reality.
And you, Monsieur Marat? Who is your master?
I serve not a master, but a cause. That of the Duc d'Orléans. His cousin the king has no place on that throne, and nor does his wretched dynasty. The Bourbons, along with their wars, their crimes, and their vices, are finished. It's high time their scepter be passed to an enlightened, just monarch. One who is sympathetic to the people's sufferings. But now that I think about it, madame, look at us. We've been standing around chatting like old friends for several minutes, and I still don't know to what I owe the pleasure of your visit.
I must go to the Bastille, where Monsieur de Vaucanson is imprisoned.
Oui. Such a sad fate for a king's lackey. And what do you want with your creator? This man whose blood-stained hands built the army that's currently setting Paris ablaze.
What Vaucanson has done, only Vaucanson can undo.
Fair enough. Alas, while I come and go as I please through these tunnels, it is impossible to enter the fortress.
Impossible, dites-vous?
A sanguinary automat is spreading death and terror in the depths of this quarry. At the cost of their lives, my comrades were able to sabotage the floor of the cave to limit its movements. Nevertheless, it stands between you and the tunnel that leads to the Quartier du Temple. And that's the only way to reach the Bastille.
And yet that's exactly what I intend to do, Monsieur Marat.
À votre guise. I shall not attempt to dissuade you. There is one small thing, though. I had to disable the mobile walkways to protect myself from the automats. But since you managed to come here, I assume you already know a lot about these devices.
Indeed.
Here. This would allow you to reach the lower tunnels.
Alright, fix the walkway. What would happen if I told him the Queen did it? Pamphlet denouncing La Fame. L'Ami du C25th. A political and partial journey by Monsieur Marat. 20th of June, 1789. I wish her to denounce the duplicity of the Marquis de Fay, aspiring tyrant on whose shoulders the confidence of a nation blinded by perfidious artifice now rests. It is well known. In previous publications, I have attacked the boundless ambition of our Motir. What's not known is that he sworn to kill me and that I have been forced to go into hiding, escape his vengeance. Not arena resume tasked with destroying my printing press and taking me away from my home was sent by Chatelet. If our so-called national hero can in all impunity order the soldiers of the realm under his command to oppress honest citizens, if he can use public force to settle a private quarrel, who will stop him from using these brave men against the entire people? What will the French people who look to him as their savior think? Ordering the defenders of nation to trample all over public liberty. Marquis can only aspire to incite a civil war. Man is unworthy to command defenders of the nation. nation. Citizens cannot tolerate this shocking abuse. They must guard against the terrible misfortune that would be the inevitable results of this usurpation of power. It's a good thing I didn't give him that power then. What a clever trick Monsieur de Mirabeau played on us, offering his chest to the bayonet. In the eyes of the people of Flambeau, the province has never done so brightly, yet the veil must be torn away and truth must triumph over. Monsieur Mercredi's tone of importance and false air of dignity, for he is nothing more than a slave of favorite courtier, a zealous servant of authority, wearing the mask of patriotism. Same Mirabeau who just 2 years ago have pawned his knickers for 6 livres is now bathing in opulence. He just bought a mansion for the sum of 200,000 livres, which he paid in cash. He has 3 mistresses whom he lavishes with gifts. All are welcome at his table, and he has paid off his debts at whose expense? At the expense of the nation, whose interest has always sought to the monarch. How this rich whom the ignorant have canonized, and whom the blind crowds insist on crowning, must laugh at this foolish worshippers. His contempt for people cause is so great that he no longer even bothers to conceal it. Cunning chameleon, you may change color, but you will not escape my eye. I will track your skillful metamorphosis and draw the audience's attention to them, so they may no longer be dazzled by you. It is not you, unworthy upstart, that we shall sacrifice our rights, our freedom, and our happiness. Was it Mirabeau that I gave it to? I don't remember giving it to him. I don't know. Maybe I did, but I'm not sure. The royal children.
Monsieur Marat, did you take part in an operation that aimed to kidnap the Dauphin and his sister Charlotte?
Me take part in an operation? Nonsense. My only weapon is my pen, and I have sharpened it, believe you me. That said, we did receive some information concerning the children. Unfortunately, I'm sworn to secrecy. If such an operation did indeed take place, Monsieur de Leclos would have been the one behind it. Alas, I fear that he is no longer of this world. There is little doubt that he and his men fell in the galleries.
Question, Monsieur de Leclos. Quarry.
Dites-moi, Monsieur Marat. What exactly are you doing hiding in a quarry?
I've made a lot of enemies. In my publications, I have always denounced the corrupt, and those who corrupt them. These vampires who cheat the weak and bleed the nation dry. Chief among them? That crook Lafayette. That Trenz Sabre. A career soldier who thinks he's Caesar. Not content to maintain an army of rats, this Blondin has all the Châtelet's judges in his pocket. It seems my prose upset him, as he swore to hunt me down. If I hadn't fled, I'd have been done for, there's no doubt about that.
And his companion.
Who are your compagnons?
Patriots who come and go in the quarries throughout the city, under the command of Monsieur Leclos. Alas, there are few left. And I wager that it won't be long before the machines that have taken over our hiding place find me. My hours are numbered. Mais vous-même, have you found any companions for yourself?
A court dealer's convent, do not reveal anything. I mean, this guy is like a journalist. Yeah, I can give this to the king. No, F it, dude. Okay.
Members and supporters of the Third Estate have gathered at the Cordelier Convent.
Would you be so kind as to name them?
In addition to Monsieur de Robespierre, the Comte de Mirabeau is there.
Le Flambeau de Provence. An artful chameleon who skillfully dons every colour of the rainbow.
The Marquis de Lafayette, Monsignor de...
Say no more. They're just the privileged class celebrating the marriage of cowardice and treason. With adversaries like them, the king is sure to triumph.
Monsieur de Leclos.
Who is Monsieur de Leclos?
A brilliant writer whose pen has shaken the old world, but is also an experienced military engineer who has sworn his sword to our common cause, to his great misfortune, it would appear. There is little doubt that he died leading his men through the tunnels.
Never mind. Or it was. This mattress is stained with blood.
As is this jacket. Who could have stayed here? Monsieur Marat will surely be able to tell me.
Thanks so much. Whoa, we do get ourselves a vision here. No, that's the queen.
Look at them, parading around like peacocks. These scoundrels, rotten to their very core. See how they proudly display their vices and shameful privileges, tirelessly working to drag morality through the mud, trampling love itself.
The Queen is said to have read your liaison before her husband banned it. It's hilarious, isn't it?
I'm not surprised. No matter how hard I worked to denounce their immoral practices, the aristocrats saw my novel as nothing more than a light-hearted bit of fluff. How naive I was to imagine that my pen could slice away the gangrene of their debauchery.
Well, fortunately, you have more than one string to your bow, mon capitaine.
Opio Dangris. Time has come for what is sure to be a decisive battle, hardened by the league spent in the underground. We are now ready to defend Montmartre, our last stronghold. It will be us or the machine that decimated our ranks. We have chosen the battlefield for our fight. Despite their dwindling numbers, the first company is already hard at work, sabotaging the floor of the Great Cavern. Up to us, whom fate has chosen to carry out this most perilous mission to lure the enemy there entrap it. There is not a dreamer among us who hopes to survive this battle, but we go to our death with hearts and bursting with love for our nation. Vive la France! Vive Louis Philippe I, the first, or King of the French. This is locked. Interesting. There's also another freaking locked thing out there too. The bloody mattress.
Who laid on this blood-stained mattress?
Oh, it's a strange story. I suppose you heard about what happened in Place Dauphine?
Indeed. I went there.
Well, we took in one of the survivors of the massacre. The only survivor, it seems. Despite his serious injuries, he was particularly talkative.
What did he tell you?
He kept saying that Lafayette was a traitor in the king's pay. That the flaxen-haired hero had deliberately handed his brand new National Guard over to the automats.
What evidence did your guest have?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. It was based on a simple rumor that was circulating in the camp shortly before the Royal Army attacked. It would appear that several volunteers carried a yellow cartridge in their cartridge pouches. Most likely a subtle way for the conspirators to recognize each other. The subsequent disaster would tend to confirm this hypothesis. Vous ne croyez pas?
These are suspicions. Nothing more.
Right you are. Oh, if only I had proof of this conspiracy. Then I'd be able to scutter the ambitions of that cur Lafayette for good. The would-be dictator's plans would be foiled.
I must get to the bottom of this urgently.
Very well. I encourage you to do so. But remember that the Marquis could not have acted alone. If you can't find anything implicating him, look into the members of his staff. Start in Place Dauphine, where those brigands sullied the ground with their boots.
Roger Dodger, search Place Dauphine. Fix the walkway.
Thanks to what I learned from Monsieur Marat, I will use the mobile walkway to reach the lower levels.
Let's go.
There. That should have fixed the walkway.
Alright, activate. Activate. There we go. Looks like we're going up. Wait, am I not going down? Explore the depths of the mine. Oh boy. Alright, go up. Then we're gonna go down. There we go. I was about to say, like, what? Did it give me a go down option before? I don't know. Low galleries, new area. Okay. Can open that back door and do that. What do we have out here? I'm just like, have I been here already? Oh no. Nice, brother. Ah. And freaking ice type right here. Bang, sklop, blah, boop. Get out of here, man. Alright.
Monsieur Laclos was the Duc d'Orléans' faithful retainer. He was to prepare the way for his takeover, and now he has become one of the king's most bloodthirsty automats. How ironic.
How ironic indeed. Okay. Oh. Defeat the Centaur! It's a fire type! Alright! Well then, damn! Our third true boss here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. Bang. Well, calm your age down, brother. One. Ah! I can't dodge! Yeah, I'm good. Bang. Clap. Boop. 1, 2, 3. Ah, seriously. Come back here, brother. Bang. Freeze! Bang, slap, blah, boop. Now, bop. Slap. Okay. Gotcha, brother. I can't do that. Too far away. Whoa. I can't use much right now. That's not good. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Gosh. I don't know what's causing all that to freaking whatchamacallit. Decrease my stamina. Dude. Alright. Okay, nice, dude. F you too, man. Oh. Ah. He has a shotgun. My goodness, dude. Hold on. No, F it. Not so much for that. Hey, regen stamina, my god. I should have just infinite stamina at this point, bro. There we go. Knights of Montmartre. Is that one our 5th true boss defeated? Or whatever.
Look, Chloe, you're alive.
Platoon. Ready. Fire. Fire at will. Oh, Senor. We can't stop them. They're upon us. Fixed bayonets. Fixed bayonets.
The fighting has stopped. It's over. Voyez. The huntress Diana appeared to us. She's the one who saved you.
But the troops. Where are the troops?
You are the only survivor, Leclerc.
No. No. We were so close. But those machines... An entire battalion would have been unable to defeat them. We were forced to retreat. Chased into these tunnels by the automats.
The attack, his goal is a machine. The attack.
It was madness to attempt an attack on the Bastille.
You're wrong. I'm a military man. It was a bold maneuver, but it was a calculated risk. After all, that old fortress is a pile of stones with no buffers, curtain walls, or bastions. As for its garrison, our agents were certain. Only a handful of veterans should have been there. A single charge should have sufficed to disperse them. But the king made other arrangements. He increased the fortress's defenses and placed a swarm of automats at the service of a terrible machine.
The attack, his goals.
Why did you launch this attack?
3 of our companions were held captive in the fortress. Our best agents.
Agents?
Spies, if you prefer. We, the supporters of the Duc d'Orléans, have always worked in the shadows, within the Queen's entourage, in the tribunes of the Estates General, among the patriots in the clubs, amidst the rank and file in the army.
We have had some success, you have to admit.
What machinations have you discovered?
Enough to make Monsieur Marat's ink flow and bring down our rivals. Necker's speculations, Lafayette's dishonorable behavior, Mirabeau's corruption, and many darker secrets.
Such as Lafayette's plot to rescue the Dauphin and his sister Charlotte.
How on earth do you know that?
She seems as well informed as we are.
Man, and I owe you the truth. No that I denied since you armed them in my way. We wanted to take them to Duke and Liege, where they would have been bargaining chips. One of our men was part of the entourage of the children's governors, Madame de Paulina. We know that they were to secretly leave Versailles, and we knew where they to meet that would take them to Austria. I sent for my men to watch the rendezvous point. When the time came, children automats were ready. All appearance, Lafayette and the Queen had been betrayed. 3 of my men only was able to escape and return to Montmartre. He was the one who brought me word of this disaster. As for the children, the machine seized them and set out towards Versailles. No doubt they've been reunited with their father.
Once again, the king has won.
That won't always be the case. But right now I have something urgent I must do.
And report back. His goals, the machine.
Tell me about this machine that guards the Bastille.
We were prepared to face an enemy, not an executioner. That thing, half butcher's block, half stocks, was designed to make heads roll.
Okay. It's captured.
Captured you, monsieur.
There was some confusion in the fray, but Cagliostro was in charge. He was the one who ordered me to be shut up in that coffin. Then I was thrown into that awful place where I lost consciousness. After that, everything is a series of blurred visions, with a voice that ordered me to kill. Again and again.
Alright.
I intend to enter the Bastille and free Monsieur de Vaucanson.
For what possible reason, mon Dieu?
She claims that he's the only one who can stop the machines.
Indeed, it's possible. In that case, if you're ready to face the abomination that blocked my path and slaughtered my lieutenants, then don't waste a second. Let's not stay here much longer, Marat. Let's head back to our burrow. There's still some wine left, n'est-ce pas?
More than enough, Leclos. More than enough.
6 true boss fight
We'll
then.
drink to our broken dreams until this finally comes to an end.
Find a way out of the quarry. That was another freaking true boss that we took care of. Yet again, the first one is definitely the most toughest I've taken care of these so far. Out of the true bosses, man, the first one that we had to encounter, yeah, that guy was tough. Oh, was there a way for me to leave that place elsewhere?
Here you are at last. This is where the path to the Bastille begins. And to think, I would have never thought you'd make it this far. Cependant, I would advise you not to rush. The fighting in these tunnels has weakened the structure. If you go in there, I'm afraid you won't be able to turn back. Therefore, I have just one bit of advice to give you. Before going any further, make sure you're not leaving behind any unfinished business. Any commitments that you've not fully met. I shall return to my hiding place. In these unshort times, you can never be too careful. Ne croyez-vous pas?
So that's the final. Get to the temple. Hold on. Grab hollow ball. Get to the temple. So, any further action for me to do right here will mean that there's no turning back. So that's like the finale right there, pretty much is what you're saying to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and complete all the side missions real quickly then. The
The
explosive.
representatives of the people are asking for your help, monsieur.
Who exactly are you talking about?
The patriots and representatives of the Third Estate who escaped the massacre.
I need names, madame.
Monsieur de Robespierre, Monsieur Lavoisier, the Marquis de Lafayette.
All these men have declared themselves enemies of the cause to which we have sworn allegiance to.
Is there any cause more important than saving the nation?
No, of course not. And what do these so-called defenders of the people want from me?
They believe they have found a way to neutralize the royal automats for good. And to do it, they beg you to give them one of the explosive cannonballs you invented.
Ma foi, if there is a way to stop these death machines, then I have a duty to assist them. But you must understand that I shall remain on my guard. When doing deals with the enemy, you must take precautions for when the game ends.
If that's how you feel, then by all means take steps to ensure your safety.
Let me think. Where are the representatives?
At the Couvent des Cordeliers.
Very well. Here's what we're going to do. I will go to the convent immediately and try to negotiate a truce. As for you, here is the key to a trunk in the next room. It contains a prototype of my cannonball, as well as the patents and pages that explain how to manufacture it. Bring all of this to me at the convent. However, do not give me anything unless I specifically request it. Is that clear?
Perfectly clear, monsieur. I will follow your instructions.
Roger, Dodger. Well, I can't freaking talk to her about the other things. I should have done that first, I guess.
Were you able to find proof of Lafayette's involvement in the National Guard debacle?
Nope.
No. Nothing that convinced me.
One thing is certain. This Tartuffe would have taken infinite precautions. But I'm not sure the same could be said of his underlings. A band of brazen brutes who are hardly experienced in intrigues such as this. If I were you, I'd go back and investigate the area around Place Dauphine.
Oh yeah, that. I forget about that. Oh, let's go and collect this then. Hollow cannonball, bronze and all of that. Okay, I got something out here. Hey, there was a chest here this whole time? Hold on. Steel key.
At the Pont au Change. By all appearances, it's not official. Most likely an underground hiding place that can be entered from the riverbank. I'll try to track down Capitaine Lefebvre. If he and his men withdrew to the Société des Amis des Noirs, he must have gone towards the Châtelet. It would have been a desperate move for certain. I doubt any of them survived the retreat.
Dispatch from Captain Levray. Posted at the headquarters at the Pont au Change. Situation compromised by an automatic attack near the Châtelet. As expected, Michel phoned back to the Société des Amis des Noirs. Find a secret headquarters. And there's already
Yellow cartridges. The conspirators' secret sign. There was most certainly a conspiracy. There's no doubt about that. But those involved shared the same fate as the rest of them. This gate has a lock that requires some combination of 4 letters. I should follow Capitaine Lefebvre's footsteps. He and his men withdrew as Amis des Noirs. They must have gone towards the Châtelet. I doubt they survived their retreat.
Alright! I came here a bit too early. Nice. Well, at least we unlocked the shortcut to it anyway, so I'll be fine. Nice. 4-letter password. From Major Marquet to Captain, you are ordered to do everything in your power to stop the advance of enemy troops at the Châtelet. Necessary sabotage the system. Open the doors. Okay, here we go.
Y-O-R-K.
Good.
The lock opened.
Okay. Explore the conspirators.
This place carefully.
This place must be studied carefully.
This document bears the signature of the Marquis de Lafayette, so the rumors were true. The Garde Nationale wasn't formed spontaneously. All of this was carefully orchestrated. It is high time the Marquis de Lafayette explained himself.
Manifesto of Henry V. They vowed to pursue this aim at any cost and to sacrifice their lives, and if the situation demands it, they agree in accordance with their position, rank, uphold, observe the following strategic measures. The first bloodshed by the king, the veterans of the Centaur regiment stationed at the Hotel des Invalides, forming National Guard, will publicly free themselves from royal control. There shall be taken to the stage this mutiny publicly in order to earn the enthusiasm enthusiasm of any people, civilians, or soldiers who might witness it. These new Constitution troops will go to the barracks and parties to call for assistance. Civilian agents enter market. Large numbers of people call volunteer. Pamphlet, poster, banners used to convince patriots. Soldiers, volunteers will gather in place. The fiend. A recruitment office will be established. Conspirators will insist on the name of Lafayette and will claim him as their leader. They don't need to be convinced that the Marquis is the right man to lead. Anyone who challenges this may be intimidated. When the troops are ready for battle, the Marquis de Lafayette will come to lead them. It's followed by 20 signature. Okay, he's on the first manifesto. Confront the Marquis de Lafayette. To an arrest order to all officers. I insist again on the necessity of putting a stop to the actions of Citizen Marat, who continues to evade justice. No matter how successful our military actions are, we will be unable to restore public peace as long as their troublemakers remains free to show the seeds of discord. And therefore, during our operations, be very careful that the person concerned does not take advantage of the chaos to slip through our fingers. Take him alive if possible, but use all means necessary if he refuses to cooperate. Vive la fête. The booth second in command. Text of a note. We, the officers, soldiers, and veterans of the Centaur regime, liberators of the American people, swear allegiance to General de la Fayette. Any man in this kingdom who is capable of restoring peace, hereby vow to follow him at all costs and to ensure that his military and political honor prevail by any means. Vive la fête. Alright.
These gentlemen and I have come to an agreement.
That is good.
Nice.
We will resolve our differences when the time comes. The matter is settled.
You can count on it, Laclos. But now it is clear that we are fighting the same adversary.
Adversary? You are rather indulgent, Monsieur le Marquis. It seems that you are still fond of him, despite his heinous crimes.
Oh, de grâce.
Truly, the king is no more than a wild beast. And together, in large numbers, we will hunt him down.
Madame, please give the model and the engineering notes to Monsieur de Robespierre. However, you shall hold on to the patents. No one knows what the future may hold.
Let there be peace between you, gentlemen, for there is still much work to be done. We believe we now have a way to destroy the lanterns. Without them, the machines will no longer be able to carry out their sinister task. But it is still just a strategy, which needs to be tested. And even a conclusive experiment will not guarantee our success. Where will we find a working cannon? How will we get more vitriol? How will we make more cannonballs? Please, I ask each of you to set to work without delay. Pour la nation, messieurs.
Pour la nation.
Pour la nation!
Pour la nation.
Alright, Lanterns of the Dead. The Lanterns of the Dead. Accuse him. The royal children.
I spoke with Monsieur Marat and Monsieur Laclos.
Ah, the scoundrels. Did you force them to confess? Do you know what they did with the children?
They admitted to organizing the ambush at Gros Caillou.
Cursed recreants. Cowardly corrupters of innocence. Where are they holding their prisoners? They must be rescued immediately.
They do not have Charlotte and the Dauphin.
Excuse me? They dare to claim that?
It is the truth. The ambush was a catastrophe. The king had gotten wind of your plans. Automats from Versailles slaughtered the kidnappers and seized the children. By now, the children will have been reunited with their father. There is little doubt about that.
Mon Dieu. Then it is from the clutches of that tyrant in his own palace that they must be saved. I fear that such an undertaking is doomed to failure, although there is no question of giving up.
And conspiracy. Accuse him. Hold on.
Have you found Monsieur...
Yes, you were right. He is hiding in the quarries of Montmartre.
Did he show you the way to the Bastille?
No, but he told me about the tunnels that will take me to the Temple. From there, I can fight my way to the Bastille.
The man is trustworthy, as long as he does not count you among his enemies. You should leave us, and take up his advice immediately.
Roger that. Accuse him.
Monsieur le Marquis, there is a most unfortunate rumor about you going round.
Oh, just one, is that?
You are accused of having delivered the troops who had gathered in the Place Dauphine over to the king.
Calumny. This is nothing less than vile slander.
Save your breath, General. The rumor is true. I can prove it. There's no point in trying to defend yourself. I know that you raised the National Guard for the sole purpose of taking command of it. There was nothing spontaneous about the uprising.
Do you have any evidence to support your accusations?
I do. I have the manifesto.
Bon sang.
The plot, his accomplices, his thirst.
Who were your accomplices?
My brothers in arms, the brave men of the Régiment de Centaur, veterans of the American War, men who at the Battle of Yorktown brought an empire to its knees. Alas, we gravely underestimated the enemy's forces. We thought we would face an infantry supported by a handful of machines, but an entire army of automats. It was unthinkable.
His thirst for power.
Some accuse you of harboring a lust for power. The circumstances were to your advantage.
These aspersions are all too familiar to me. But tell me, if I wanted the crown for myself, why did I not take it when I returned from America? When I had seasoned troops at my command and the people sang my praises with one voice? No, that makes no sense. Though I readily admit that I do believe I am worthy of fulfilling an important role for the Queen after her son is crowned. Lieutenant General of the Kingdom, for example. Or even, if circumstance requires, the Regent.
A plot.
Why resort to this manipulation?
You must understand what I have done. I did for the good of the kingdom. I wanted to stop this massacre while protecting the Queen and the Dauphin. In the name of the people, Aegis. But an actual uprising of the people would have inevitably led to disaster. Only professional soldiers could organize and lead the resistance. Voila. Now you know everything. I haven't left anything out. However, this truth, if it were made public, would play right into my enemy's hands. So I ask you not to reveal anything I've just told you, and to give me the manifesto.
I don't know about this one, brother. Obey or refuse. I'd rather not.
No, General. You'll forgive me for choosing to hold on to it.
In that case, my fate remains in your hands. Can you at least tell me where my detractor is hiding? The one who is spreading these charming rumors about me.
Nope.
I cannot tell you anything, General.
Oh, no matter. I will not let this serpent continue to vilify me. I shall get redress for these aspersions in the end.
Do as you wish, General de Lafayette.
Alright.
Goodbye, Monsieur le Marquis.
Never trusted that guy.
Marat,
Oh, wow.
I'm surprised to find you here. Did you follow me?
Didn't you know? The Duke's allies are always impeccably informed. Some even say that we have eyes and ears everywhere.
What do you want from me?
To tell you the truth, I can't wait to hear what you've discovered about the matter at hand. And I was afraid you might leave me in the lurch. You can never be too cautious these days. That's why I decided it would be better for me to come to you.
Reveal! Do not be a good little puppet or be a lying puppet human.
You were right. Lafayette was behind this purportedly popular uprising.
Aha! I've got him at last.
But he had no intention of handing his men over to the king. His goal was to raise an army and command the troops himself.
It doesn't matter. These troops would have allowed him to crush the Patriots and set himself up as a dictator. He lied to the people. He lied to the Assemblée Nationale. His time has come. All I need is for you to give me the proof of his treason.
I don't know, man. I'd rather keep it, to be honest with you. I'd rather keep it for
I
now.
have no proof, monsieur. You will have to be satisfied with my word.
Your word? What good is your word to me? Do you think I can convince people by repeating baseless accusations? Believe me, I have tried, but without much success. No, it's useless. I must admit defeat. We will have either the King or Lafayette, one despot or another. In either case, my fate is sealed. I will soon join the Duke in exile, and I will abandon my beloved people to their doom. I have no other choice.
Oh, really? Glory and dishonor. Alright, well, that seems to be about everything then. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace out.